watching? Are you watching this? Are you watching this? Yeah.
Are you watching this?
No.
You need to get with it. Are you watching this? We on a TV shit. Are you watching this? You don't wanna miss. Are you watching this? Stop canceling our shit.
Hey, Chelsea.
Hi, Ellen.
Ready to recap some more Bear?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Welcome to the Are You Watching This podcast, the podcast where we talk about TV shows you should be watching. I'm one of your hosts, Ellen,
And I'm Chelsea.
and we are on The Bear, Season 4, Episode 8. Episode title, Green, which is my favorite color.
Wonderful episode title.
Written by Joanna Callow and Christopher Storer, directed by Christopher Storer, who I believe they both did Episode 7 as well.
Mhm.
Okay, so then we're getting into it.
Mhm.
We start off bizarre. I was thrown off. Sid is having a nightmare of her own cooking show, and she is describing, like what she's cooking, and it starts raining all of a sudden, and then it becomes like terrestrial rain, and then people come running through her set, and she's just still trying to focus on the camera and do the show. And I had a question about this. So during her speaking, she mentions, it's basically like tongue-in-cheek and when you watch cooking shows, they're like, and whip out the sous vide. And it's like, I don't have this. But anyways, have you ever sous vide'd anything at home? Is that how you say it? I can't remember.
Yes, sous vide.
Yeah.
No. I've done creme brulee, so you have to put them in like the water bath when you bake them. And I've cooked eggs that way too, where you put like water in it while you cook it.
But yeah. It's like poaching, no?
Yeah, it's a little different.
Okay.
Sous vide those when you put it like in the bucket of water with the element
Yeah.
heating device.
Yeah.
I really liked this opening
Okay.
because I think AO did great. I thought it was really interesting. I thought it was cute because it was like a play on the Barefoot Contessa.
Yeah.
But we've never gotten anything like this in the show before.
No.
And so it was very,
Tonally off.
yes.
Yeah.
And then that's it.
Yeah.
Just,
Yeah. I feel like Chris is just doing what he wants.
which, you know what? It's his show.
Right. You can only respect it.
And if I had a show,
I will do what I want.
yeah, and if people were like, I didn't like the intro, I'd be like, well, fuck you, I don't care.
Right.
It's my show. If you want to write a show, then you write one, and you can do what you want.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. But there's definitely no method to his openings or any pacing of this show.
no,
Yeah.
absolutely not.
No.
Absolutely not.
So yes. She then wakes up because we're not even done. So the cooking show, you think she's out of her nightmare, but no, she then wakes up on like the middle of the road, and then she wakes up, she's facing these houses, and then she starts running, and it looks like she's like running out of a theater, and then she just keeps running and running, but then it looks like she feels as though she's not really running, and then her alarm goes off, and she wakes up.
I put, or does she? Because of Damascus and everything. I was like, maybe we're in a whole different reality now.
Whole different show.
And that would explain.
Yeah. Then we get a montage of shots of food and bills being paid in terms of like when like running the business bills. And then we finally get the title card.
Yes, we get like 2 title cards this season.
Yeah. I think these last episodes are the serious storyline moving along episodes.
After the intro.
Yeah. After the intro, yeah. Then we immediately get into it with Sid getting on the phone to Shapiro, and she rejects his offer to go with him, and she says she's going to stay at the Bear. She repeatedly apologizes. Shapiro is mad as fuck, is what I wrote. And then he becomes petty and says, you don't have to say sorry to me. I'm not the one making a truly idiotic decision.
Yeah. And he's like, wish you the best.
Yeah.
And hangs up. And I wrote, that couldn't have felt good.
know at all. And it sucks because I get Sid, because you can tell she hates letting people down.
Mhm.
So you could tell it took everything in her to gain the courage to call him and reject his offer, and for him to not even acknowledge her, just her, I don't know, hard time doing that really like did me in. It was pretty funny.
Well, and when I left my job, I had people tell me that I was making like a terrible career move, and I was like,
Yeah.
well, that's my decision to make. Sorry that that's your opinion.
Yeah. And it's like, yeah, people don't get to these decisions easily. Like, they know how life changing it is.
Yeah, yeah. It wasn't like I just woke up one day. I was like, you know what I'm gonna do?
Right. Stop my main source of income, or so crazy. Then we have Natalie waking up in bed with her husband Pete, and I don't get this part, but she thanks him for opening up. That's what I had. But then, and then they're having a cute little moment. Their baby starts crying, and then they do the classic, parental TV thing of it's your turn or is it my turn or whatever. Anyways, later on, we see that they bring the baby to their bed, and Natalie is just like, can we just keep it like this, peaceful in our own little world? And then he is like, well, wouldn't that be weird? Because, it's not what they know. And then they start joking about, like, making it terrible for their daughter and, being chaotic and mean and all that stuff. And then Natalie then says, what would she turn out like? And then Pete sweetly says, just like you. And I really thought that was very cute.
Yeah, that scene was really sweet.
Yeah. In the midst of all that, we see that Marcus gets a text from his dad telling him he'll be at Lee Mitchell's at 7 p.m. And you can see Marcus like contemplating showing up and going. In another scene, I'm just trying to stick with characters more like scene to scene.
Yeah, it's all
a
over the
lot
place.
of those. Yeah, there's a lot of character storylines moving forward in this episode. So then we later see that Marcus contemplates going to see his dad, and he decides to go, and he walks there, and when he gets there, he sees his dad from the back of his dad's head from through the window, and he really stands and is like, should I go in? He decides to not walk inside and walks away. And in a later scene with Luca, he tells Luca that he tells Luca what happened, and then asks Luca if that was fucked up of him walking away. And Luca was like, well, did you want to go inside? Marco was like, no, I didn't. And Luca was like, well, then it's not fucked up. It's all right to like follow what you want to do. And I thought that was beautiful.
Yeah, Luca's one of those characters, because there's a lot of characters saying stuff and that sounds profound in the show that's not.
Yeah.
But he actually does say stuff that has some validity to it.
Yes.
That is like, that's actually not terrible advice.
Yes. And he's also like one of the most normal. Like, he has his own shit going on, but yeah, he's very level-headed. Then we have Sid. She is at her dad's house, sorting him out with his medical stuff and making sure everything, like, he's got everything. He tries to check in with her, be like, hey, what's going on in your life? She refuses to tell him.
She says nothing. I wrote classic.
Yeah. And that little interaction was really sweet, and I think their relationship is one of the best things about the show.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I've said it before, but if I have not, I do think Robert Townsend is a legend, and I'm glad he has this role.
Mm-hmm.
Then we go to Luca prepping food. And it's like a little montage of that, and then he goes into the kitchen and runs into Tina, and she tells him that she's trying to still shave off another 10 seconds, but can't seem to think of another shortcut. So then he proceeds to tell her a story about how he was once a sous chef to Carmy, and he had to sear Wagyu. And he would practice at his home and stuff anywhere, and he could do it. But then when it came to game time, showtime, he like choked. And then they talked about and then he said he realized the pressure of it all is what was fucking him up, and he then started embracing that pressure, realizing like he can do it with it, or he can utilize it. And he walks away with it from that interaction with Tina, kind of getting what he was alluding to and seeing if it could be true for her too.
Yep.
Do you work well under pressure?
I mean, it kind of depends on the situation, but I would say yes. I kind of need pressure to like really get stuff done, and then if like stuff is just chaotic, I'm like, I'll take control. I can get this done. I got it. Yeah.
Yeah.
You?
Same. Yeah, same. I thrive in pressure and chaos. It's terrible, but hey, it's fine. Then we have Richie and Sid staring at the clock, and we're at the final like day. Final couple of hours. There's 17 hours, 39 minutes, and 45 seconds left when they pan to the clock, which is their last night of service. Sid is like, fuck. What do we do? And Richie's like, you know what? We go out with a bang. Like, what we can do. Which I like Richie for that. He has a lot of shit going on in his head, but he is positive when people aren't in moments, you know?
Yeah, I think I said last episode too. I think he's the smartest character on the show.
Yeah, he is. Yeah. Then we go to Sleep's storyline, and he's the one with the wine storyline. And he's still trying to figure out the wines. So then the facts blindfold him and do a blindfold test of the wines, and he's trying to guess the year, everything about wines, and he sucks at it. Well, he doesn't suck.
He just can't get the year right.
Yeah.
He got like everything else right.
Yes.
He said it was like a 1996 and it was like a 2006 or something like that.
Yeah. And then the fax thinks it smells like his Skittles. But
Do you like wine?
I do.
Can you tell the difference between
Yeah.
like regions or just different like
A different
Pinot Noir versus
type.
like a Cabernet?
Yeah, I can
Okay.
do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. More so than, or like Malbec, and like I can do the reds really good. I am more of a red person. Do you like wines?
Yes. And I don't know if I can necessarily tell the difference between like a Pinot Noir and a something else, the Cabernet. I kind of can, but sometimes they, depends.
Yeah.
They taste the same. I'm more just focused on like the taste of it and if I like it,
Yeah.
and
Are you
but
more dry or sweet?
dry. I don't like overly sweet wines.
Yeah.
I do buy boxes of wine though, so I'm not.
Like bougie with it?
I can be.
Okay.
I like a nice bottle of wine, and like I'll splurge sometimes, or if I go to a restaurant and I have a glass that I really like, I'll go buy a nice bottle. But if I'm just wanting some wine to like sip on the porch,
You're not fussy.
just get a box.
For
In this
days?
economy,
Or where do you get?
I mean, just at the grocery store.
Yeah.
Usually get a Boda box.
Okay.
I'd like to try other ones, but it's $20, and like, what if I don't like it? And
Yeah.
I had this 3
Whole
bottles.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trader Joe's is the cheapest though. It's $13. $13.
Yeah, don't I know it? No, I'm actually like, all I have is boxes on my fridge now. I dated a guy who was really into wines.
How was that?
Interesting. We'll leave it there. So then we go to Jessica and Richie's office, and this kind of pissed me off. Anyway, so she sees Richie's picture with Michael, and she asks who that is. And I wrote, I'm sorry, this is the first time she's finding out about Michael.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I mean, she's been there for a couple of months at
Yeah.
this point, so
There's no, what's it called? The beef is right there. Like, there's no, I don't know. It's a bit odd. And I get it. Like, the way he decided to no longer be with them anymore is, like, hard and, can be sometimes framed as, like, dark, and people don't want to keep thinking about it. Sure. But I don't know. I don't like that fact that it was just not great for the storyline for me.
there's like 3 things that they do this season that I'm like, time-wise, it just makes sense. Or I'm just the Tina portioning things out.
Yeah.
This, and I think it's in the next episode where Carmi tells Sid to use a spoon to like flip over instead of tongs.
Yes.
I'm like, I've never even worked in a kitchen, and I know that.
Yes.
I don't even like, who has tongs in their kitchen? I'm gonna have a pair in case I need it, but you use spoons and forks.
Yeah.
She's been cooking here for how long?
The the way they're trying to make us believe the experience they have or how good they are or, you know, the relationships they have, it's kind of little holes in within the story.
Yep.
Which sucks. I feel like we're not sticklers for, but
Oh wait, no, this is the meat thing in just a few minutes, but yeah, or it's around the same time.
yeah.
Yeah.
So she asks who Michael is, and he tells her, and then as she's walking out, I believe this is like the first time we have that inkling of like a sexual tension between Jessica and Richie.
They make goo goo eyes at each other. They're really setting it up.
They really are letting it linger. It's great stuff. Then Natalie comes to the kitchen to ask Carmi about photos that their mom called her about. She said that Carmi mentioned that he has some photos, and it's a whole bit where Carmi's like, I don't know what she's talking about, and then light bulb goes off in his head. So then she tells him to go and find the damn photos because she can't. Their mom can't stop bugging her about it. And we get to a scene with Jessica and Richie, and they're folding napkins, and they start talking about their origins of like work. I feel like Richie, because of how on it Jessica is now, I feel like he thinks she was just always on that level.
Mm-hmm.
And that conversation brought to light, like, no, she also started, like, you know, as like grunt or whatever, as everyone did. And then he also opens up about, what does he open up about? Not being good enough?
I don't know. I just wrote that they were folding napkins and flirting.
That's pretty much it. All right, next scene. Then Carmen is outside his mom's house. He calls Claire. And this is also funny. But as I said last week, though, or whenever the last episode we recorded was, I think that table wedding episode was them having a clean slate. So this next episode with Claire, him calling Claire, yes, it was weird, but also if we established the clean slate of their relationship previously, it's like, all right, it's less weird.
Yeah.
So he calls Claire, and then he tells her that he's at his mom's house or where he's at, and they reminisce about their past, and then she tells him about one birthday that she was there for. She lost her favorite green sweatshirt, and I guess that's where the title of this fucking episode came.
Yeah, and there's also when Luca and Marcus are making dessert.
It's like green.
Yeah.
Yes.
That was another. Because I was like, why is it called green?
Yeah.
I wrote down that this is the most he's talked all season. Truly.
Yeah.
Truly.
That's true. And the most, like, not tense.
Mm-hmm.
You know
yes,
what
he's
I mean?
been, slightly relaxed.
Yeah. They finished a little convo because break time's over and she's got to go. But then he's still in a car, and it's pretty abrupt. You can tell he still wanted to say more, so he like hovers on his phone, his finger over his phone, wanting to call her back. She calls him back, and she just calls him back to say like she acknowledges that, you know, what he's like, him showing up at his mom's house is like a big deal, and she's proud of him or whatever the fuck. And then he then says that he didn't say this enough when they were together, but he really, really, really likes her. No, he says that she's a lovely person.
He says she's wonderful,
Yeah.
which is interesting. Yeah.
Yeah. I guess we all need the reinsurance. Which, you know, you've done love language? What is your top two?
Well, it's quality time and acts of service.
Uh-huh.
Drake hates this, but I tell him it's all of them.
I mean, it is.
Because it's like, it's not,
No, you need all of it.
Yeah.
Also, when you experience all of it, you realize you need all of it, or you would like all of it.
yeah.
At least.
And I don't think like, gift, like the gifts, is that what it's called? Or,
Gift giving, yeah.
yeah. It's not that I want people to buy me stuff all the time. It's the idea you're thinking about me.
Yeah.
So giving me something, you're like, oh, I saw this pretty flower, I picked it for you, or things like
Reminded
that.
me of you. Or something.
Yes.
Yeah.
And like physical touch, it doesn't have to be like PDA, but like a little hand holding and hugging, little things.
Yeah.
So that's why I say it's all of them. What are your top ones?
Acts of service and receiving gifts.
Okay.
Yeah. And I used to feel a lot of shame about the receiving gifts part, but now I own it. I think it's one of the best ones to have, actually.
I love giving gifts.
Me too, and that's why I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love giving gifts. Apparently, learned recently that that can sometimes not be healthy behavior.
You tweeted this, and I was gonna comment, and I said I don't want to know, but now I want to know. What did your therapist say? Because I know that's who told you this.
Yes. Well, it's just that like if it's the person, right? So like if you're giving so much and then that person's not giving back to you, you have to be aware of
Yeah.
being reciprocated, or because some people might not want that.
Yeah.
And so I think I'm really good at gift giving too.
Yeah.
And I won't buy people stuff if it's just to get them.
No.
Like I looked for something for you in Japan, and I just like could not find.
And that's how it should go.
And
That's how gift givers are good.
Yeah,
Like,
So I
yeah.
was like, I'm not gonna just buy her something.
No, don't force it. If it's meant to be, if you run into something that, yeah, reminds you of me. Cool.
Yep.
Yeah. And it makes it even that more special.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So then they get off the phone, and it's, they're taking steps towards whatever their relationship can be in the future. Richie then asks Jessica if he shared too much about his personal life. And, if he was being too much, he's getting all in his head about it. It's very sweet.
Very much in his head.
Yeah.
It's always in his head.
Yes. And she was like, no, like, I asked the questions. And she does say one thing where I was like, oh, this writer went off, which I guess is, who are these writers? Christopher and Joanna. She says that honesty is sanity.
Yeah. I wanted to ask you, what do you think the difference between honesty, oversharing, and trauma dumping are? Because I don't think I really know the difference sometimes.
Fair, very fair. Honesty is, I don't know, honesty is just like if asked the question, you answer it honestly. Oversharing, I think if it's not being asked and you're just divulging information that really, like, you're not really reading the room. And I also think oversharing and trauma dumping can somehow go hand in hand.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think it's you being able to tell if the person you are divulging this information to or whatever has consented to it. I think that's a big part of it too.
Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, I feel like, oversharing is, there's not a lot of consent on the other person's part. But you're
And not a lot of what on the other person.
on
Yeah.
the other person's part.
I think honesty and I think oversharing can be, again, honesty and oversharing overlap too.
Yeah.
Because you can be honest, but not honest enough.
Yeah, but then I don't think you're being honest. And
Fair.
people are like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm still being honest. You're not, though.
Fair. That's
Yeah.
fair. But there is a fine line though.
There is a fine
Between.
line. Yeah.
Because I think I will, if somebody asks me a question, I'll be pretty honest about it, but they might not want to know all those details. And
Yeah. But I also think that's also reading the room. Like,
mm-hmm.
you can't be doing a lot.
Yeah.
Also, a person, I don't like it when people say they need to earn your respect or whatever. I feel like I go into everything with people having that respect and then I minus it.
Mm-hmm.
But just also being aware that you don't know that person like that and they don't really know you like that. So just a little bit of things to, I don't know.
Breadcrumbs of
Yeah.
vulnerability.
Yeah, exactly. That's funny. I will say I used to overshare a lot and trauma dump a lot.
I'm wondering if we overshare on the podcast.
I don't think you do,
You know?
I don't.
I don't think so either.
I think we've been pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Me and my first Twitter days, that was terrible. Like, everyone who followed me back then probably knows everything about me. Now I really keep it here. Like, I keep it cute. And that's what I'm saying. I'm still holding back. If I'm saying this now, can you imagine me back 10? Like, it was really bad back there.
I love all your tweets, but sometimes I'm like, I would not have tweeted that.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I
Yeah.
get it.
Yeah.
Half the time I'm like, I should go in private. But I was like, fuck it. It's a free world.
Yeah. If you guys want to learn a lot about Ellen, go look at her Twitter.
Don't follow me. Now I'm going to go in private. And then before when they're folding napkins, she asks about if he was glad Carmi came back. And he really didn't answer. So then in this next scene, he then says that he is glad that Carmi came back. But they just don't tell each other enough about their feelings because they're boys.
And from Chicago.
Yeah. Masculine boys. Then they are in the next scene, they're practicing and Fack and who else is doing it? Oh, the white guy, Sweeps. They are practicing walkings. They're with the serving trays. And Neil Fack, he is very much weird in this scene and as he's doing this. And Richie notices and asks people to leave the room so he can talk to Neil. And he's just like, Neil, what the fuck is up with you? Why are you doing a lot? And Neil says that he just feels like he doesn't fit in the environment and like he's being judged by people being like, you look like that, but this is a nice establishment. What are you doing here? And again, Richie being the smartest person on the show is like, that's ridiculous. You deserve to be here. You're beautiful. And yeah.
I wrote down too, Richie doesn't baby him. So we've seen all these other instances where the women, and it just happens to be women, I guess, or I don't know, but they're babying him whenever. And I don't like that. And I think Richie's very sweet towards him.
Yeah.
And like kind of meets him at his level where he's at, but he's not talking down to him or anything.
No, yeah, that's a great observation. I do. Yeah, I agree. Because when I was watching the scene, in the start of the scene, he like sign languages, Richie does, and then Sleeps is like, "Is that I love you?" And then
He's like, we work in a restaurant. There's no I love you.
yeah, this is a working environment. So then when it's just him and Neil talking about Neil's issues, Richie like gets down and like whispers something in his ear, and I thought in that moment he was gonna like baby him or go too personal and say like I love you or something, but he just says like you're beautiful, like he's just like you're okay. And I really liked that. Yeah.
It was freaking cute.
Yeah. Then Computer comes to visit and talk with Natalie, as Natalie's looking through the numbers. So they look through the numbers together, and it looks like the numbers are looking better. You know, it's consistent growth on the up and up. But Computer is still like, we still need more money, though, to make this shit run. Like, and he focuses more on the salaries. Like, he's like, but how are they going to get paid? Like, this can only go on for so long. Natalie, you know, mentions things that they did to make the situation better. I did right. She was like, Carmi locked the menu. And he was like, yeah, congratulations on making sense.
Yeah, like you've done this you should have been doing from day one. Good job figuring out how to run a restaurant.
Right. And in that scene, I was like, there's the comedy. And Natalie is just so insistent that they have to keep going and they can't keep going. And that scene ends with Computer being like, okay, yeah, you can keep going, but it's more so like, why should you keep going?
Right, which I thought was a dumb question.
Yeah, it's one of those trying to sound more enlightened.
Yeah, we have some topics we love talking about. In capitalism, yeah, it doesn't make sense. But the reason you have hospitality industries is to provide a service.
Yes.
They're not there to be cash cows. They're there, you obviously need to break even, or you know, you need to be able to pay yourself and your employees and run the business well.
Right.
But it's there to provide a service.
Right. It's not there to try get be freaking Jeff Bezos.
Yes.
Of. Like that's in a wrong industry.
If that's what you wanted to do, go do something else.
Yes, exactly.
So
to take advantage of people, but in that service industry, you can't. You got to rely on the servers, the workers, to help you run your business. Mm-hmm. So you thought that question was really stupid?
Yeah, because I was just. Well, I understand why he would ask it because that's how he's thinking.
Yeah. Yeah.
But in my head, I was like, the answer is already right there.
Yeah, I agree. I thought, well, because of the people, the community.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the whole point.
Yeah. So then from there, we finally see Carmi walk up to his mom's house, and that's where the episode ends.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
With a box of photos.
Yep.
Yeah. I think it was a episode that moved along the storyline. I think we're getting to the tail end. Only 2 episodes left, so it made sense. I think it was a lot happening between characters. All made sense to me. Yeah, I had no qualms. What about you?
Yeah, same. The intro was the only thing that threw me out a little bit, but I did like it. I thought it was very neat, and I think she did such a good job in it. But within the context, we could have. It was a little odd.
Yeah, I agree. Chris, you will go down in some sort of history. That's it.
That's it.
All right, we'll see you guys next week for an episode 9 recap.
Are you watching?
Bye.
Are you watching?